Hello, my loves. Welcome back to a new pick a card reading. Today, we're going to be going in deep on whether your person misses you and how they actually think and feel about you at this time. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Dr. V, and it would mean so much to me if all of you could give this video a like, a thumbs up. It's absolutely free and it really helps the channel. And of course, if these readings resonate, make sure you do subscribe and join this incredible community, and make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss any future readings. So in the spirit of Christmas coming up, I have 3 different options here for you to choose from for your reading. So my beautiful group 1 is Elves at Work. My beautiful group 2 is the Red Snowflake. And my beautiful group 3 are the Christmas bells. So I hope you enjoy this. I love doing these kind of fun pick a cards here for you. And we're gonna go ahead and get started with Elves at Work. But before I do that, I just wanna make a quick announcement. My Bliss store, my new merch store where I've created some uplifting merchandise for you, is now live, and the link to that is in the box below, and it's called the Live Tarot Bliss store. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. Also check out all of the oracle decks that I've created here for you that I'll be using in this reading. And if you'd like to have a private reading with me, all of the links to everything is in the box below. All right, guys, let's dive right into our group number 1 reading. My beautiful group 1 that chose the Elves at Work, this is your reading. Let's take a look at if your person misses you and what are they thinking and feeling about you at this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at you and your person individually first. So this is person number 1, this is person number 2, and then this card will represent the energy of your connection together. So let's take a look at what is going on with person number 1. And let's take a look at what is going on with person number 2. Interesting. Okay. And this right here represents the energy of your connection together. Wow, beautiful. Wow. So this is a general reading. Be gentle with yourself. Take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. So this is very, very interesting. So what I'm feeling here is that both of you, both person number 1 and person number 2, there is a very deep understanding here between the two of you and your energy in terms of who you are to one another, who you are to each other. I feel is very, very clear. Both of you have definitely been struggling with certain things in your life, but I feel like beneath that struggle, there is a very clear energy of how you two feel about each other. And that's what this beautiful yes card represents, right? That, you know, it's like this energy of regardless of what may happen, regardless of our, you know, the bad times that we may go through, the kind of, you know, individual distractions or obstacles that we may be going through, essentially deep down within our hearts, we still feel that we were meant to be together, that this relationship, this connection was meant to be. You know, even if it seems like there is turmoil, even if it seems like there's chaos, essentially you both circle back around to one another because there's something here, there's a bond here that has been really proving to be unbreakable between the two of you. So let's take a look at person number 1 here. Okay, so I feel like person number 1 here has been really in a stage in their life where they have had to work very hard. And whatever that hard work, that struggle has been, whether it's in their material life, in their work life, in their sense of responsibilities or things that weigh upon them, it has really been difficult for them with this toil and labor. Okay, like they've been really hard at work at something. I feel like they have a lot of growth that they're trying to step into, but they've really been struggling to do that. I mean, they really want to evolve out of whatever situation they're in. So there's been a lot of struggle, but I feel like there's been a lot of things that have been holding them back as well from this evolution. And that's why we're getting this kind of like, you know, dichotomy here of deep freeze and evolution, right? So when somebody is really stuck, like there's a very frozen, very stuck energy here with the frustration of really not being able to move forward in the way that you want, not really being able to evolve or expand the way that you may want to evolve and expand. And so I feel like this person here is feeling very frustrated right now. And they feel that they miss very much what they had with you. Okay, they miss very much with what they had with you, or if you are this second person right here. So I feel like there is this sense of lack of progress. There's a sense of, why does it have to be so hard? Why do things have to be such a struggle? Why can't things just kind of evolve naturally for me and for us? So they are feeling a little bit, if you look at the energy here of this line, it's like they're feeling very held back. They're feeling very like, look, I'm a powerful person, and yet I am lying here listless, right? Like the lion is such a powerful creature, but yet here it's lying listless and, you know, without action, without taking action, just lying there, not doing anything, because there's a sense of coldness. There's a sense of this deep freeze, this sense of not being able to break free from this heavy energy of coldness. So I'm also feeling that they may also be feeling like there's something here from the other person that is making them feel like there's been a coldness that has come up between the two of you. And so again, I feel like they're missing the warmth. They're missing the love, the connection that used to be there. And they feel like a lot of the things that used to happen between the two of you, the way your romance was, the way your connection was, used to be much more free, used to be much more easy. There used to be this comfort level, which I feel that this person has not felt in a while because of whatever is happening. It's almost like the relationship has become their life, and this relationship has become more work than freedom, more work than understanding. Because see, they feel like part of the reason why there's this yes energy, why no matter what happens, it's like they still want this relationship to evolve is because you understand me better than anyone else. Your eyes can see into my soul. I can't hide from you. So I'm also feeling from this person number one, that there may be certain struggles that they're going through that they also have not, or they have hidden from you, but they don't want to hide from you anymore. Okay, so I feel like this person, they may be going through something very difficult that they may feel like it has really stunted their growth, or it has impeded their progress, and they want to evolve, and they haven't really sought help or support. They may be too embarrassed, they may be ashamed, but there's something here that they may have been hiding from you, or they're not sharing with you. But now they're getting to a point where it's like, you know what? You are a part of me. This is how they're feeling. This person is a part of me, and I can't hide this anymore. So now with this person number 2, and their energy is they've also been on a very difficult journey. So it's interesting how we're getting energies from both person 1 and person 2 here, that there's been a lot of struggle. There's been a journey that has gone on here that has required a lot of stops. Like there's been a lot of stops along this journey, a lot of stop and go. Like I feel like they feel that with person number 1, again, even though they want to be with this person, they feel that the relationship has started and stopped a lot. There may have been an off and on energy to this relationship. But again, no matter how many times the relationship goes off, it always goes back on because of this yes energy. It's like you guys can never fully let go of each other. So they are right now looking at, what choices can I make here? What choices are left here for me to make? Have I made the right choices? There's a questioning energy coming through from person number 2 here. They're really kind of taking a look at all of those parts of their life where they're not quite sure if they are making the right decision or if they're really pushing forward on this journey. So I feel like both person number 1 and person number 2, there's a bit of this deep freeze energy kind of, emanating throughout both of these people, is that, where have I been stunted? There's a questioning here, like where have I been stopped by life, by circumstance, by my choices from moving forward? Where have I not been able to look at my challenges and really get over them? And so I feel like there's a lot of energy of I miss you from both sides here. If there's been a struggle or a separation in this connection, there's a longing from each person towards the other. Okay, there's a longing of like, yeah, things were tough. Yeah, we had a lot of off and on. Yeah, we had a lot of struggle, but you know what? I still want to be with you. Okay, that's the thing. It's like, I still want to be with you, even though there's been this off and on, even though there's been this struggle, because you're the love of my life. You make me want to be a better person. I want to be happy and content with you. So I feel like this person number 2, has definitely been humbled a lot on this path, on this journey. This connection with person number 1 and whatever struggles that you've gone through together, I feel like person number 2 feels like it has been a humbling experience. And that, it has really tested, certain aspects of their ego. I feel like there's whatever has gone on here, there's definitely been a push and pull of 2 egos, where it's like when somebody truly tests that side of you, when somebody truly tests that ego within you, it's interesting because you can either take it as, like putting up walls, like, oh, you know what, this is BS, I'm not going to deal with this. Or you can take it as, wow, this relationship has come into my life to help me evolve, has come to help me evolve past my ego, has come to help me look at my choices and to look below the surface and to find some humility and to humble me so that I can evolve. So there's a very interesting energy here of like, it's time to move forward. It's time to get out of anything that is crippling this relationship and to go back to this yes energy. Very interesting between person number 1 and person number 2. So feel free to kind of explore where you fall in this. Do you fall on this side? Are you person number 1? Is your person number 2? Or is it a combination? Because sometimes there's also a mirroring energy going on here. So let's go deeper. Let's do your tarot, and we're going to take a look at what else is your person thinking and feeling about you in terms of missing you and in terms of this connection. So Spirit, can Give us more information here. What else is your person going through right now when it comes to you? Yeah, look at that. Two of Cups. The Star. Wow, beautiful. The Lovers. Oh, wow, this is amazing. I love this. Beautiful. Wow, Queen of Wands. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, we are getting very, very powerful, very, very passionate energy. Okay, so going back to the original question, do they miss you? Yes, absolutely yes. And there is a deep, deep desire here for a reconciliation. If there's been a separation, there's a deep desire for a union here, okay? Really, really strong desire, because we're getting beautiful energies of, see? So Two of Cups, your person wants to offer you something. And what I'm feeling here, though, is that what they want to offer you, again, is an evolution. It's like, how can we surpass where we have been? You know, it's like they don't wish to come to you with the same old, same old. This is the energy that I'm getting. Like they really want to take this connection to that level of evolution, to that level of expansion into a totally new place with this Lover's energy. A place that neither of you have really been before. So there's a very strong energy here of needing to take very bold action, Queen of Wands. Okay, it's like, how can I step into a better version of me? How can I step into my greatest passion and my greatest purpose, both in my life as well as in my relationship with you? This is what they are feeling. They're feeling extremely inspired. There's a really deep, deep energy here of inspiration, of growth, of, you know, looking past who you are now to who you can truly become. With the Star's energy, I mean, there's tremendous energy of hope and healing, and an energy of, you know what, we are so much more than what we have been so far. We can be so much more than what we have been to each other. And there is a tremendous amount of potential that we have not yet fulfilled, that we haven't even kind of touched the surface of. This is what your person is feeling right now. Really powerful energy of transformation, powerful energy of, you know, I'm not going to settle for less anymore. We've really kind of screwed things up a little bit up till now. You know, we really haven't taken advantage fully of the love that we share. This is the energy that I'm getting from your person, is that they feel like there hasn't been a kind of energy of, we are going to really knock this out of the ballpark, right? Like, as in, like, you know, why have we let stupid things get in the way? I feel like your person is really ready to put behind like the small lovers' quarrels. I feel like for many of you, there's been this energy of, wow, we've argued, or we have, like, you know, struggled or even separated over things that could have been healed, things that could have been resolved, right? But we chose to let things fester. We chose to not heal things that could have been healed through dedication, through commitment, and through very purposeful action, right? But we were too afraid. We were too held back. I feel like there's this energy of, we really didn't step into our own power as a couple here. We were too afraid to really show each other who we really are. There was definitely some sort of hesitation, some sort of fear that if I communicate to you exactly what I'm thinking and feeling. What if you don't like it? What if you don't agree? What if you know, like there's this tremendous amount of insecurity, right? Insecurity and the lack of power when it comes to, you know, we are not going to let small things get in our way. We're not going to let small issues tear us apart. We are going to evolve. We're going to step into the greater version of who we are. And we're going to be more powerful than together than we are individually. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers here. So I want to clarify each of these cards. So Two of Cups is clarified by free will. The Star is clarified by, yeah, interesting, deception. The Lovers is clarified by the feminine. And the Queen of Wands is clarified by regret. Interesting. So yeah, see, this is what I mean. I feel like this to me goes back to the same energy that we were getting here about making the right choices, right? So I feel like with this Two of Cups, it's again, your person is ready to start coming out of inaction. So if you feel like your person has kind of been, you know, not taking action towards this connection, not really doing the things that need to be done, if you feel like they have either been in minimal to no contact, now they are coming out of it. Like they're coming into exercising their free will in a much more powerful way, in a way that they really haven't before. So there's a lot of decision making that is happening here behind the scenes. Even if you feel that you haven't heard from your person, they're going through a very important transformation here in terms of making the right decisions. I feel like they've really struggled with that. And this is why they have not been open about those struggles with this deception, see? And we got that before as well, that there's something they may have been hiding from you, because I feel like with the Stars energy as well, there's a tremendous amount of respect that your person has for you, that this person has for you. I feel that they have put you on somewhat of a pedestal, as in like they do feel that they would come down in your eyes if you knew about certain maybe mistakes that they've made or certain choices that they've made that haven't been right. And whatever it is that they have not been able to fully share with you about what's going on with them that has been maybe keeping them silent is what is now ready to come out now. And because I feel like, again, with this free will, it's like they're starting to make the right decisions. They're starting to come into this mode of thinking that, you know what, it is okay for me to be vulnerable. It is okay. I would rather be vulnerable and come clean and stop deceiving myself and deceiving you than to, you know, be not in contact with you, to be out there kind of like alone, missing you because my ego or my pride is too big to really come clean, is too big to really talk about what is going on with me. And what's so interesting here is there is definitely a very strong energy coming from the divine masculine to the feminine here. There's a feminine energy here. There's a real focus on bringing out the divine feminine in this relationship, in this connection. And so I really feel that one of the things that your person is very focused on, as well as coming clean and being more honest about whatever it is that they are either hiding or not able to tell you. And it has to do with them wanting to become more nurturing, wanting to activate the feminine energy in this relationship, as in, you know, wanting to bring out more of this nurturing energy. Because I feel like maybe one of the issues that has come up in this connection is, you know, not being able to fully nurture each other, not being able to like fully say, you know what, regardless of what comes out here. And sometimes what comes out is ugly, right? Not every aspect of a relationship is always positive. You know, relationships can trigger us. Relationships bring out some of the uglier sides of all human beings. And so I feel like your person right now is also very focused on, okay, how can we together make this connection much more open to nurturing and unconditional love and acceptance of each other, warts and all. Like, you know, acceptance of each other regardless of how, you know, we struggle, regardless of what are those aspects of ourselves that we are, you know, we don't want to let other people see because it requires a lot of vulnerability, right? So that's why I feel like they have a lot of regrets about the way they've behaved in the past, and now it's like they want to let those regrets go. Like they don't want to live in this regret. So this is why they're trying to step into this Queen of Wands energy, which is really, to me, the opposing energy, right? The Queen of Wands, she may have regrets like we all do, but she doesn't let them hold her back. I just say she, this is an energy. It really doesn't, it's not really gender, but I just say that because, you know, to make it simple. But the Queen of Wands energy is that of, you know, I may have regrets, but I am not going to let them hold me back. I'm still going to step forward boldly into my passion, into my purpose. I'm going to communicate. I'm going to not let remorse or regret really hold me down or keep me back from the person that I love. So there's a lot of fast moving energy here, and this is beautiful. There's a lot of fast moving energy here that's coming into resolution, that's coming back into nurturing and union or reunion in this relationship. So really beautiful. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Also, check out my new merch store. It's called the Live Tarot Bliss Store, where I've created a lot of uplifting products for you, just to bring more beauty and more upliftment and positivity into your life. I also get a lot of questions about my rings. So I also have the link to that where I get my rings, and make sure that if you do get rings or any other jewelry from that shop, make sure you use my discount code. So please make sure to subscribe, like, and share. It means so much to me. It's absolutely free and it really helps the channel. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. All right, our beautiful group 2 who chose the red ornament, here is your reading. So we're going to take a look at first what is going on in your individual energy, your person's individual energy, and then this card will represent your connective energy, what is going on in the energy of your connection. So we have person number 1 here, we have person number 2 here. So please do remember, this is a general reading. Not everything may resonate for you, but try to find which energy you feel you're in. Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. So let's take a look at person number 1's energy here. We have slow and steady. We have wealthy man. We have a message here. I'm keeping secrets from you that I'm too ashamed to admit. I'm afraid to talk about these things. And then we have release. Okay, so let's see what we have for person number 2. We have heal the ouch. We have house. Their message to you, or your message to them: I'm sorry for leaving you hanging. There's no excuse for my actions. I want to reconcile with you. And we have purpose. Okay, so let's take a look now at the connective energy between the two of you. What do we have here? We have loss. Wow. All right, so there's definitely been some sort of struggle or separation in this connection that has gone on, because right now you are both feeling the loss of it. You're both feeling some sense of loss of identity. I'm feeling that this connection was so powerful for each of you, and that in the process of falling in love, in the process of what you have been through together, I feel like both of you took your individual personalities, your individual identities, and you created something very significant together when you merged those two identities, when you merged those two life experiences and those two journeys. So I feel like if there has been a struggle or separation, what's been most painful here for both of you has been the loss of that identity that you created together. And what's interesting here is that for person number 2, they see that as whatever this house or this home represents to them, as in like they feel that they have created a home here with person number 1. And it doesn't have to be a physical home. This can just represent that feeling of home, the emotions of like, you know, you are family to this person or they are family to you. They feel that person number 1 is their family. So they feel that they've created this either metaphorical home, emotional home, spiritual, intellectual, physical home with you. And that is why the loss is even more profound, because they feel like literally like right now they are cut off from something that is, or someone who is so a part of who they are that they don't know how to navigate without that person. But I feel like a lot of what has happened here with person number 2 is it's kind of like their own misgivings. It's their own, the things that they themselves kind of brought upon themselves. So I feel like person number 2 deeply, deeply misses person number 1. But they may have been the one that left person number 1 hanging in some way. But I feel like they did not realize what a deep sense of loss they would feel. Okay, so it's almost like they did not, person number 2 did not really appreciate or even understand the magnitude or the power of what they had with person number 1 here until they lost person number 1. And so right now it's like they're trying to heal the pain that they're going through. And what's interesting to me here is that I feel like what person number 2 did not realize here is that a lot of these actions that they engaged in that may have been very hurtful to this person here, that may have driven this person away, or that they may have somehow rejected person number 1 or pushed them away or pushed them out of their lives, those actions or those triggers that were coming up for them really had to do with their core wounds. Okay, person number 2, their energy to me is coming across as very wounded energy. These are wounds that your person has been carrying, or this person number 2, if you are person number 1, has been carrying for a long time. Okay, they've been carrying these wounds for a very long time. There's been a lot of ouch there, okay? There's been a lot of pain. And I feel that person number 2 got very easily triggered by being in this relationship with person number 1. Not because person number 1 did things, but it was just the nature of like when we are in a very deep, passionate relationship, as we start to get closer to this person, they are going to, it's going to bring out these things that have to do with identity. Who are we? Who do we wish to be? Who are we now? Who have we been before we met this person? So I feel like this heal the ouch is definitely a double energy here. It's an energy of, I had core wounds that were triggered by this person. And so I may have left this person hanging. I may have left, I may have rejected this person, but what I was really doing was rejecting myself, as in it was really about me sabotaging myself because of these wounds. And they feel that they have lost that sense of home, that sense of purpose, Because see, person number one really did bring a very deep sense of purpose to the life of this person. So as they were with and growing with person number one, that whole relationship brought a lot of purpose to their life. But again, they underestimated how deeply they would feel this loss, you know, and now they are regretting those actions and they're wanting to reconcile here with person number one. So let's take a look at what's going on with person number one. It's interesting because I feel like with this message here that person number one has is that they were very deeply hurt by the actions of this person. And they have certain ideas, certain opinions, or they've come to certain conclusions about this person that they are now holding within their heart. And I feel like that's what these secrets really are, is that they never, even though they saw what was going on here, they didn't really feel safe enough to explore those feelings, to explore those conclusions or ideas or thoughts that were being generated in response to the other person. So I feel like if you're person number one here, I feel like you really did try to give this person a lot of leeway. As they would react to you or respond to you in ways that were not polite or not good, you held back. Like, you did not retaliate, okay? If you're person number one, you tried your best not to retaliate against person number two here. You tried to be the bigger person. You tried to just move forward. Person number one tried very hard to move forward in this relationship, very slow and steady. They decided to give it their best shot. They decided not to rush into this. They decided to just be gentle about it because they knew that there were certain things that had to be released here, that person number two really did, the person they were dealing with here really did need to release some of these old wounds, some of these triggers. And that, you know, some of those things were also being triggered in person number one here. So there's a lot of mirroring. I feel that if you're, you know, you may even be seeing yourself in both of these people because there is a lot of mirroring that is going on here. There's a mutual exchange here of some sort of triggers or wounds. But I do feel that person number one has been less reactive to those wounds than person number two has here, because they really wanted to release these energies. They knew that, you know, sometimes if things get tough here, if there's like a reaction that's happening here, they kind of let it go with the flow because they knew that there was negative energy here that was being released. And perhaps that's what needed to happen. So I also feel that there's a lot of missing going on here. Both of them are missing each other, but perhaps they're missing each other for different reasons. This person is regretting their sense of reaction, their sense of maybe saying or doing things that they should not have. And they are missing the understanding and the love that they got from this person. And this person is missing the foundations of what they saw with this person, because I think underneath all of these wounds, person number one really saw that person number two has a lot to offer, has a lot to give, but they struggle, right? And so I feel like in the meantime, what's been going on here with person number one is they've kind of dealt with the pain of this loss by really focusing on their career, on their goals, on their financial stability. Like, they've really kind of released this person and let them be, and decided to shift their focus into the things that they want to do. Because there's a feeling here that if this person finally comes to terms with what happened, then this relationship was meant to be, it will naturally kind of flow back that these two people will naturally find their way back to one another when the dust settles. Very interesting. So let's go deeper here. We're going to do your tarot, and we're going to take a look at what else is your person thinking and feeling here in terms of missing you and in terms of their true thoughts and feelings. Yeah. Yep. See, we're getting a lot of that same touchy, you know, heal the ouch. There's a lot of ouches here energy. Look at that. Yeah. See? A lot of wounded energy, a lot of core wounds coming out here. And what's so interesting is that even though your person is definitely feeling those wounds, has definitely kind of been holding on to them in ways that they maybe should not have, it's like they are seeking to come out of that. Give me 1 second here. We're going to clarify what we're getting here. So we have the 7 of Wands, we have the 9 of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we have the 10 of Cups. So let's get some clarification here. Spirit, can we please clarify the 7 of Wands? Okay, so the 7 of Wands is clarified by sacred space. The 9 of Wands is clarified by fear, yeah. This Ace of Wands in reverse is clarified by perception, yeah. And this 10 of Cups is clarified by... So this is so interesting, okay? So exactly what we were seeing before. So I do feel that this person, there is a lot of trying to hold on to their beliefs and their convictions, okay? And I feel like it has to do with that fear of losing that identity, okay? There's certain things that your person has gone through in life that have caused these kind of wounds in them. But unfortunately, what they've done is they've taken those wounds and created kind of, you know, their core identity around them, which, you know, is pretty common, right? Like all of us, we carry around wounds from all the experiences that we've had from childhood to adulthood, and how we navigate through those experiences and how we let them affect the formulation of our identity really does translate into who we are in the world, right? How do we show up in the world? So I feel like your person, they are showing up very much right now as somebody who is wounded, but who is kind of invested in those wounds a little bit too much. Okay, so they really need to create a sacred space that is about safety. Okay, so this person, more than maybe other people, because they are so wounded by life, because they've really put up the walls around them, they feel like they're always kind of waiting for the next attack. I feel like my 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands are very much the energies of, oh, who's going to attack me next? What next battle am I going to have to fight? Haven't I fought enough? Like, it's like this energy of like, you know, I've been doing this my entire life. You know, when is it ever going to end? So there's a very defensive energy that your person has, right? So the fact that they miss you so much, because if there's been a struggle or separation, there's a lot of missing you that is coming from this 10 of Cups. So it's like they have crafted an identity around their wounds, for sure, okay? Right? But at the same time, they're not willing to let go of this beautiful emotional fulfillment that they feel with you. 10 of Cups. I'm getting this energy very strongly from your person that you know, they are so resistant. They have so many perceptions and beliefs around that identity that they formed around themselves. But at the same time, they're not willing to let go of you because they really believe that you are the closest that they have ever come to feeling like they can be emotionally vulnerable, emotionally available. They've never felt more emotionally content in life than they, or with anybody else, than what they feel for you. 10 of Cups. So they're chasing this 10 of Cups, right? It's like this split energy. It's like this, I want this 10 of Cups, but I'm also afraid because of everything that I've been through. But I'm not willing to let go of that 10 of Cups. So it's like this, you know, it's almost like an internal struggle. They are fighting their own perceptions. They're fighting their own beliefs of what life has taught them, of what their life experiences and their core wounds have really taught them. So it's very much an uphill battle for your person. You know, they have to constantly watch the way they react. They have to constantly watch where their fears are being triggered. You know, and they have to kind of constantly question their own perceptions, because I feel like your person tends to always look for the red flags. Like, instead of looking for what is good in a relationship or what is good in a person, I feel like your person has been conditioned to automatically see red flags. They've been conditioned to look at what can go wrong versus what can go right. And this is why it's always been an uphill battle, I feel, for the two of you, regardless of how much love there is in this connection. It's always been an uphill battle because of their beliefs and their perceptions. And so with this Ace of Wands in reverse, it's like your person struggles to do things in a different way, right? It's like they want so much to have this new beginning, this Ace of Wands in, you know, upright form. Like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do things differently than I have before. You know, how can I change my perceptions? You know, how can I change these beliefs so I don't react, so I'm not constantly triggered? But I feel like this is what your person struggles with. That's why they're getting this Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like sometimes no matter how much they try, it has been a real struggle to do things differently, right? And I feel like that is going to be kind of like the main struggle of this relationship. However, what I love about this, what I think is really going to work here for the two of you, is that your person is aware of this, okay? They are aware of this. So this is not something that is unconscious in your person. This is something that is truly conscious within them. And so this is why I feel that they are deeply wanting to create the space for this relationship. They're deeply wanting to create a safe haven, a safe space that is beyond fear, that is beyond triggers, that is beyond the limiting perceptions and limiting beliefs, because they really do think that if you guys can work through this, you will have this 10 of Cups. Like, the potential here between the two of you is limitless. It is so beautiful that they are chasing this. So I do very much believe that they are not going to give up on this connection. That this is the connection they truly want. This is the connection that they want to put all of their heart, their effort, their time, and their love into, regardless of how difficult it has been. They're not going to let go of this connection. But the good thing is that they are very conscious of what they're doing, and they're coming into greater and greater clarity about their own limitations. And that's going to work to help you guys to get over these obstacles. So I love this. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a private reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Also, make sure to check out my brand new merch store. It is called the Live Tarot Bliss Store, because it is full of uplifting products just to bring more beauty and positivity into your life. And if you haven't already, please do give this video a like and subscribe. It means so much to me, and it really helps the channel. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next video. My beautiful group 3 that chose the bell ornament, here is your reading. So we're going to be taking a look at your individual energies first. So this will be person number 1. This will be person number 2. We're going to look at your individual energy. And then this card will represent your connective energy. What is the energy of your connection together? And then we'll go deeper from there. So this is person number 1, person number 2. So this is a general reading. So make sure that you are gentle with yourself. Take the messages as they resonate and leave the rest. So this is what we have for the energy of person number 1. We have Bone Collector, we have Gift, we have a specific message from their heart. It's too scary to admit that I'm in love with you. I've never felt love this deeply before. Do you feel the same way? Interesting. And then we have Compassion. Wow, very interesting. So let's take a look at the energy of person number 2 here. We have the Wizard of Awareness. We have Expectation. Their message is, my world is falling apart right now and I don't know how to fix it. It's not right for me to dump that on you. And then we have Virtue. Interesting. All right, and then let's take a look at the energy of your connection together. And that is Rise Above. Drama, obstacles, pettiness, find the strength to rise. Very interesting. Okay, so this is, to me, quite positive because I feel like the connective energy between the two of you is definitely an energy of strength and determination, which is definitely what we want to see, right? I love seeing that as a connective energy because I feel like it is very important in all connections to rise above your circumstances, to rise above any kind of drama, obstacles, or pettiness that may be occurring, right? That may be obstructing this connection. So if there's been a struggle or a separation here, definitely there is a lot of missing going on for sure, right? Your person misses you, you miss your person. I feel that there has definitely been a lot of things here that may have gone down between the two of you that was really calling upon each of you to rise above. I feel like it's almost like Spirit is saying that whatever these obstacles were, whatever these issues were in a sense a spiritual challenge for each of you to be more compassionate, to be more in a space of loving understanding, of not actually falling to your more negative instincts, right? Sometimes the challenges that we experience in our relationships, in our deepest connection to another, is definitely I would have to say, I'm trying to look for, Spirit, give me the right word, is definitely an invitation. Okay, that is the word that Spirit is giving me. An invitation from Spirit, an invitation from the universe to really step into your most compassionate, open, and loving self. And that's where I feel this connective energy is so powerful between the two of you. So let's start here with what is going on with person number 1. Now, person number 1 really feels that their divine counterpart here, person number 2, was a very unexpected gift from the universe. I feel like when they met you, when they fell in love with you, This is something that really came out of nowhere. They were not looking. I don't feel like they were specifically looking for love. And I feel like because of that, they weren't fully even ready for it. Okay, there was something about this love that they share with person number 2 that was very, very surprising. Something that came out of nowhere for them and also came from a very unexpected place. So I'm getting this energy that person number 1 really feels like when they met person number 2, it's almost like they met them in either a situation or a place or a time in their life where it was thoroughly unexpected. And I'm also feeling that there's something about person 2 here that threw off this person, as in there's something about person number 2 that is very different than the kind of people that person number 1 has dated or been in a relationship with in the past. There's something very unique here about person number 2. So this is why this person was very much caught off guard. Okay, there's something about the way person 2, maybe something about their culture, their background, the way they carry themselves, the way they are, maybe even their profession, that again is quite or has been very surprising to this person. They did not expect to fall in love with this person. This person that they have fallen for is extremely different than what they have ever experienced before. So it's been a bit of a learning curve for this person. It's been very scary because it has brought out something totally different in who they are. And oftentimes when we are challenged in that way, when somebody we've fallen in love with is somebody that is so outside of our previous experiences, it really challenges us to think very differently. It really kind of rocks us to the core. And I feel like that's what's going on with person number 1. It is you, if you are person number 2, you are rocking this person to the core. But at the same time, they are so grateful for the precious gift of everything that you've brought into their life. And so with this bone collector's energy, I feel like this is the energy of somebody who needs to come back into the present moment because they are too much trying to make sense of this relationship based on bones from the past, as in based on past history. It's almost like they don't know how else to make sense of this person or this relationship. So all they have, the only tools that they have are the archaeology of their own past, right? Like it's the only thing they have to understand their present is what they have been in their past or what they have experienced in their past. But I feel that Spirit is challenging them to say, you know what, sometimes the love that we are in now, the relationship that we are in now is very different and we can't really make sense of it from the past. This is something new and unique. And so stop going to the past and live in the present. Experience this love, this relationship, this person number 2 from what you experience in the present moment. Don't try to analyze or make sense of this relationship from the past because it's not going to get you anywhere. And I feel like this is the lesson that they're learning right now, especially if you guys have been going through struggle or separation. This is a new lesson for person number 1. This has really caused them to really dig deep and find their own sense of compassion. Where is it that they are not really opening up to their sense of deep, unconditional love and compassion for you and for everything in their life? So there's some sort of fear that has been triggered in them because they're not used to this, right? Who you are, what you represent is something very new to them. And that is why they're too scared to admit this love, or they have been so far. But let's see how this is progressing because I feel like this love is really big for this person. It's really, really big for them. So it's not something that they are going to be able to deny for any length of time. So they're right now being really invited to come into the present moment and stop looking at this from the vantage point of the past or any type of past experience. So let's look at person 2. Person 2, I feel like, is going through something a little bit similar, because this Wizard of Awareness is also very much about being much more present and aware in the moment right now. So similar energy here, but probably not as focused on the past. So this to me is the energy of also needing or being invited to be in the present moment, but not because this person is living in the past. I feel like this person is distracted by other things. So there's something going on in person number 2's world that may be challenging this connection, but I feel like it's more about, not about the past, but present distraction. Okay, their world, with this whole world falling apart issue, I feel like there is some sort of drama or obstacles that this person, if you are person number 1, this person number 2, your person is going through. Okay, so in the same kind of sense that person number 1's past is the obstruction, I feel like person number 2, it's their present moment that is causing some sort of obstruction here, which is interesting, because either way, it is an energy of needing to rise above whatever it is, whether it's in the past or whether it's in the present. It really doesn't matter, because this past and this present is creating the obstacle that each of you needs to rise above from. So this is why your person, well, if you are person number 1, this person number 2 is really trying to draw upon their own sense of character. Like, what is it that they believe in? What are the things that are going to root them in moving forward, staying true to themselves? So they're trying very hard to stay true to themselves, to stay true to what they believe in, what their purpose is, as well as what their character is. So this virtue energy is very much about your person trying to stay grounded in who they are, regardless of the drama or the obstacles that are around them. And this is going to be very important to your connection, because they don't want to lose themselves. They don't want to lose who they are in whatever is going on, or whatever is distracting them away from being fully present with person number 1, because they really want to be present. And see, they feel that there are a lot of expectations that are being put upon them by other people right now. Not by person number 1, but by these other distractions, these other people that are coming through here. So they are really grappling with expectations from either family, or, you know, it could be ex-spouses or children, or any kind of energy vampires that are around person number 2, that are really, again, adding to the drama of this situation. So person number 2 is seeking to come out of that. They're seeking to hold on to who they are, but they don't want to dump their problems or whatever these expectations are that are being dumped upon them. They don't want to dump this on person number 1. So they may be stepping away, or have stepped away, and may not be communicating too much with this person, because they don't want to burden this person with their problems. So that's what's really interesting, I feel, that is going on here between these two people. Either way, they are both kind of struggling with issues that are, you know, causing tension in this connection. So let's do your tarot, and let's go deeper on what your person is thinking and feeling. Okay, so what more in terms of missing you, but also their thoughts and feelings? What more is going on here? What is your person thinking and feeling? All right, so what we have here is the Two of Wands. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Wands. Interesting. So let's get some clarification. So Spirit, can you please clarify this Two of Wands for us? Let's clarify this Three of Wands in reverse. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm getting a lot of energy of urgency here, okay? Of like not wishing to waste time. A lot of urgency coming through. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by blessings. Yeah, wow. See, and the Knight of Wands is clarified by chaser. Okay, I am so not surprised. This makes so much sense. So your person, they are really feeling like kind of like a fire under their booties. That's the best way I can describe it. They are feeling a fire underneath their booty. I feel like some amount of time has definitely gone by here. That is for some of you, maybe not for all of you. There has been some sort of time period of true and deep struggle or separation that this connection has gone through. And I feel like your person's energy is coming through as, you know, I am fed up of this watching and waiting game. I'm fed up of us being apart for no real reason, or I'm fed up of us struggling through this when it's not necessary. I feel like your person is getting to this point where they're like, why? They're asking the question, why should we have to continue to struggle? You know, we are so much bigger and better than this. There's so much that we have to be thankful for. We have so many blessings. Our relationship is so deep. It's almost like this energy of, I am frustrated by the ways in which we have been limiting ourselves. We are not really playing all out here. We are letting ourselves be limited by things that should not be stopping us. So I'm feeling a very specific energy surrounding time here, as in your person doesn't feel that there is any more time to waste in this connection. So I feel that they are really coming at you strong, like they are going to pursue you to the ends of the earth. This is the energy that I am getting. Look at this. They are so ready to take action towards a very powerful transformation here, a transformation in the energy of this connection with Two of Wands. Like there's a lot of passion here, a lot of purpose, a lot of clarity of this is what I know I want, and I am going to do whatever it takes to transform this relationship. We need a breakthrough, because if we don't do this now, we're going to lose each other. There's a real deep sense of a fear of loss, a fear of losing you. That's why we're getting this Three of Wands in reverse. They don't want to play the waiting game anymore, because look at this. If you are looking for a twin flame confirmation, well, here it is. And you don't even have to believe in twin flames. To me, this energy is just the energy that there is a very powerful, passionate, deep connection here that really surpasses lifetimes. Okay, you have known each other before. This is not a new connection, as in you have been together in past lives in one way or the other. So there is a depth here, and I feel like you knew this when you met. And this is why, you know how I was saying initially that for person number one, person number two is very, very different, very unique from anybody that they have been with before. And it was a bit of a shock to person number one that they fell in love with this person. But I feel like this is the explanation for that. That on the surface, it may seem like you're very different. It may almost seem like, oh, this is not the most obvious couple you would think of, right? Like when people see you, they may think, wow, these two are together, right? You just seem to be so different. But that is because of this energy. There is something very, very more than meets the eye, right? Very, very deep connection. This is why person number one was like, wow, you are so different, but I feel so deeply connected. There's something here. So this is why they don't want to wait around anymore. 3 of Wands in reverse. Again, very strong timing energy here. 7 of Pentacles. It's like, you know what? This is again about, you know, time. Like, yeah, they've planted these seeds with you. Yeah, they feel like they have, you know, set some things into motion, but they don't want to keep waiting around for everything to be perfect. You know how sometimes we may have this energy of like, oh, I want this to be in place. I want that to be in place. I want this to be in place before I do A, B, or C. I feel like your person is done with that. It's like they don't need conditions to be perfect anymore in order to move forward. So I feel like this has a lot to do with that rise above energy that you both are sharing right now. That, you know what, you know, things can be really messed up, but that doesn't mean that you guys aren't together, right? You don't need all of your external conditions to be just right, just in place in order to be happy or in order to truly be together. If things are messy, if life is chaotic, that is okay. You don't need to let that get in the way. You can still count your blessings. You can still count the blessings that you still do have and work around whatever chaos you may be experiencing and not let that get in the way. And this is why I'm feeling a very strong energy from your person. They are going to pursue you if they haven't already. Knight of Wands with Chaser. Oh my gosh, this is powerful energy. They're going to pursue you to the ends of the earth. They're going to try to prove to you that whatever obstacles or BS or drama or pettiness that has gone on is not going to stop them and should not stop the two of you from being together. They're going to prove that they are different. They're going to want to prove to you that this is real, that no matter what BS is going on, this is going to work out. You're going to rise above it. And they are absolutely committed to doing that. And they're going to chase you and convince you until they, until they are successful, until you believe them. Wow, beautiful energy here. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created for you and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Also check out my brand new merch store. It's called the Live Tarot Bliss Store, and I created that just so that you can have things in your life that are beautiful and uplifting. So all the products there are for positivity, beauty, and upliftment. So make sure you also check that out. Also, please do give this video a like, a thumbs up, and also subscribe if it resonates for you. It really helps the channel. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video.